Today we're going to be doing a fun little animation of what happens when you poke a bear. Okay, so here we are. We'll go over into Procreate and let me show you what I have got. So I've got a little character here. So we got a body on one layer, I've got some mouth and eyes on another layer, and I've got the shadows, which they're not going to move. I've got the arm holding a stick on another layer. I've got whatever he's poking, which I already basically told you. Yeah, got the bear's body right there on that layer. And then I've got three separate bear heads. So I've got one where he's got his mouth completely open. I've got one where he's got it closed a little bit, and then where he's closed all the way. We'll switch out between those to create the animation. So let's move on over to Procreate Dreams and let's get this thing started. Okay, so what you want to do is first just click on the plus in the top right corner right there. I like to use widescreen, but you can just scroll through and pick whichever one that you like. I'm going to do it empty. Okay, the first thing you need to do is click on the title, which is Dream and some number. I'm going to change the frame to 12 frames per second, and I'm going to change the duration to 7 seconds. Click on that 1 minute right there and hit the backspace, and that'll take that out. So we got 12 frames per second, 7-second animation, 1920 by 1080, and hit done. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to click on the numbers right there, and I'm going to create a background color here by just touching the one that I want. I'm going to do it like kind of like a blue right there maybe. Alright, that's good. And now we need to bring in our Procreate files over into Procreate Dreams. So the way I like to do that is go over back to Procreate, make sure you're in Gallery View, hold down your finger on your artwork there until you can move it around. Don't pick up your finger. Get out of Procreate, go into Dreams, and drop it right in there and it'll import it in. Alright, and we need to probably, no, I don't think I need to resize it. I'm going to put him right there where the bear is just covered up. There's no gap. And that should be about it. Now, right now, we have just a picture file here. So if we push play, nothing's going to happen because nothing's animating. So we need to fix that. If you long press on your track right there and hit Convert Layers to Tracks, now you can see it's made us a group there. So the group, when you open that up by pushing the little arrow right there besides the group name, it's going to open up and there's all of our layers that we had over in Procreate. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to move his arm. I want that arm to start poking that bear. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this by keyframes. I'm going to start the beginning right here. We're going to set an initial keyframe, a move and scale. And we're just going to leave it like that. We're not going to move it. And then we're going to have it come over just a little bit. And then we're going to have that stick go out there and poke that bear. Alright, and then we're going to have it come back. And then we'll do it again. And have it come back. And we may do two little quick times maybe. Alright, see what that looks like. Yep, that looks good. So poking that bear. Yep, I think that's good. Actually, we want to make that thing go back there at the end. See what that looks like. Yep. Alright. And then from there, we're going to make him look at us. So we're going to go to the eye mouth layer. And when he stops that last poke, we're going to move and scale. And then we're going to have the eyes kind of change over and look at us. Just about like that. That's good. Okay, the next thing we want to do is let's make him blink a couple times. So we're going to open up, I got that mouth and eyes group together. So inside that mouth and eyes group, you open it the same way we did at the beginning. I've got the mouth on one layer and I've got the eyes on another layer. So we're going to have these guys blink a bit. So when he turns and looks at us straight on, so I'm going to show you, this is how I usually do the blinking process. I'll create a new layer by clicking on the plus right there, new track, and that's going to create a track above the eyes right there. And I'm going to go into drawing mode, which is that little squiggly line right there. I'm going to choose that green color. And then let's make it bigger to see what we're doing here. And I'm going to draw through those eyes. Probably about halfway. And then the next frame, we can probably do one more. We'll take it all the way down. Almost where we can't see him, but we can still see him a little bit. So he blinks and opens them up real quick, and then we're going to have him do that one more time. So maybe about right there. Draw through it again. And come over one frame. Draw through more of it. And then we'll let it pop back into its original position. It should blink 2 times. Boom, boom. Alright. And then from there, I'm going to close that mouth eye group. From there, we're going to have the bear head start to come in. So we're going to have that one with his mouth open first. Alright, so there he is. He blinks a couple times. Alright, and then we're going to do a move and scale keyframe. We're going to start the bear off the screen. I'm going to come over a little bit and we're going to have that bear drop down on his head. About right there. Alright, so, okay. And then we're going to make sure you move your little keyframe thing up, not keyframe, but your little clacker. I don't know what this thing's called. Move it so we're on the keyframe layer right here. We want to move it up to there, and we're going to click on it, hit edit, and we're going to split that track. Alright, and then we're going to go to the bear above it, and we're going to do the same thing. Edit, split it. We're going to turn that head off and turn that head on. Let me bring it down a little bit. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it's in a good position. Alright, now I see some problems. We got the ears of that creature showing through, so we don't want that. So let's go to where the creature's at. So that's when you clamps down about right there. We're going to split that track. So edit and split it. And then, so on that side right there, the ears are still there. But on this side, we're going to erase them. So go into drawing mode and go to the eraser tool. And just take out that piece of ear right there. Can't see it. Alright. So there we go. So that's one head. Now we need to do the next head. So chomp. Let's click on it, edit, split it, and then go up to the other head at the top there. Edit and split that one. I'm going to turn that one on and turn that one off on the bottom there. Alright, and this, let's make sure that we got it low enough. I think it jumps back up, so we need to hit a move and a move and scale, and let's bring it down. Can't bring it down too much because I don't got much extra up there, so I'm going to bring it down as much as I can without seeing a blue gap in there. So right there is probably about as much as I can do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to erase those parts right there on my little green dude. So about right there. So we're going to edit and split that, and then on this side here we're going to erase those parts that are showing through. So go back into drawing mode. We're on our eraser tool, so just get rid of that and maybe get rid of those. Alright, now, yeah, it don't show now. Alright, and now what we're going to do is edit and split that body again, which it didn't work. Maybe I didn't have enough of it. There we go. Alright, and then we're going to go up to this body up here and edit and split it. And we're going to turn that body off and turn that one on. Okay, we need to turn the eyes and the mouth off too. So we don't need to show them anymore. So we're going to turn those off. I think that's the shadows. There they are. These are the eyes and mouth. So we're going to turn that eyes and mouth off right when he chomps. So we're going to edit, split that, and we're going to turn them off right there. Go. Okay, and now we need to move that bear head back up. So we're going to go back up to that top bear head. And we're going to set the initial move and moving scale keyframe, and then we're going to come over a bit, and we're going to have him go back up. Boom. Alright. And our little character got bit in half. So the next thing we want to do is we want to do some, I don't want to be gory here, but we need to put some little bloods coming out. So we're going to start it about right there. And I'm going to click on plus, and we're going to start a new track above that. Just started it out of our group, which I guess that's fine. Let's see if it'll work. So I'll go into drawing mode again. Let's pick a bright pink color. Alright. And then what I want to do is just, I got out of drawing mode. Just draw. Maybe that's a little too fat. Take our size down a bit. There we go. And then bring the frame over. And you can see the onion skin right there. You can see where our last one was at. Right there. So we're going to do the next one where it's going to go up a bit. And then same thing. Just keep going over, make a new frame. And then we're going to have him go up a little bit more, and then maybe we'll have a new one coming out. Move these stretchies out a little bit. Makes it a little bit easier when you try to get the next frame. Alright. So I'm going to start making it kind of go off to the edge, kind of like a fountain now. And have it split up. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to keep doing this, guys, till we get to the end of our animation. So this is kind of the tedious part. Just kind of change them up a bit so you don't go over the same exact one, so they'll look like they're moving. It's probably pretty difficult to match it exactly anyway, so you probably shouldn't have to worry about it too much. I might have to adjust this animation where it's a little bit shorter. I don't think I can continue this for another 2 seconds. That's a long time. We're going to go to 6 and I'm going to stop it right there. So we'll alter our time of our animation. I'll show you how to do that. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to get out of drawing mode. We're going to go back into our title right there. And our duration. We're going to change that to 6 seconds now and hit done. So now you can see it shrunk it right there. And that is going to be it. I will leave you guys with a final animation as I normally do at the end of the video. If you have any questions whatsoever, leave them in the comment section below and I will answer every single one of them. And with that, if you want these assets, just go over to the Patreon page. I'll put the address on the screen right now. And also, if you have not subscribed, please do so. And I will see you guys next week for another Procreate or Procreate Dreams tutorial. Take care.